You're watching Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome Behind the Bar, Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, a proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. This week's show comes to you on location from Butlins in Minehead.
So gentlemen, Butlins Minehead for another fantastic darts exhibition with me as MC, so that's impressive, isn't it? Well, okay, we'll move on. Last week, 8-9 darter, jackpot, Adrian Lewis, what do you reckon?
Just when people were writing them off,
Yeah.
he's proved them wrong, hasn't he? So, brilliant, I watched it. But when that first trouble went in, for the combination shot, he just knew double 12 was going to slot in nicely.
Certainly, and Peter, did you ever land a 9 darter on the practice board? Maybe on the practice board anywhere?
No. Kent Open I didn't mind, but I really thought James was going to be too strong for him, but he wasn't really on form last week, and Adrian took advantage of it, and what a great 9 darter it was. Quite surprising. It normally happens in a high-scoring, competitive game, and he showed it doesn't always have to be.
Yeah, and of course a great match also between MVG and 6-6 Shaw with Gary Anderson. It's quite like Gary Anderson just wants to play darts to stop MVG winning everything. Is it really like that? Can it be like that?
Well, it's one of them. That was one of the first games I think they've had all year where every leg was won with the dart. So that just proves how great they are. But then, it also proves that MVG normally bunging in a little 11 darter didn't have it in his locker this week.
No, that's true. So on to this week number 12. We're in Bournemouth now, lads. I want you to agree for our punters. I want you to agree. So first game on, MVG is 1-3. Peter Wright 5-1. 5-1 the draw. Is there any value at 1-3? MVG.
I can't see Peter winning, can you?
No, not after last week. He was very disappointed with Hull. He had to win really just to keep in touch with them.
Yeah.
He's lost that now, and it is disappointing for him because I think he's played brilliant this year.
So we're going to MVG 1-3. Second game on, RVB, because they played in the World Championship last couple of years. RVB 2-1, 9-10, just under even for Adrian, and 7-2 the draw. Adrian, buoyed by his 9 dart, he's third in the table. 9-2, is that good value?
What do you think, Pete?
I've always liked Barney. He's very competitive, but he's playing well. And I just think Adrian will lose it one of these weeks.
Right.
Go back to what Pete said. Barney, for some reason, seems to have his game in the Premier League, and it's a tournament that he enjoys.
Yeah.
So, Barney 2-1.
2-1. Okay. What about this? Gary Anderson 8-13. That's very short. He has a fantastic head-to-head record against James Wade. I think he's not lost in the last 10 or 11. 11-4 Wadey. That seems big. 4-1 the draw. They drew a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Gary's got to keep in touch with the leaders. Obviously, the Premier League champion, and I don't think Wadey's got enough to actually get anywhere near Gary, and that's why he beats him so often.
Okay, 8-13. Can we have that for you as well?
Back Pete on that.
Okay. Fourth game on. Phil Taylor 2-7, 11-2 to draw, 5.5-1, and also 5.5-1 for the Robert Thornton. But Phil Taylor looks fierce, unbeaten since week 1, I think.
His throw last week, I noticed he was throwing a little bit quicker and more deliberate.
Yeah.
Which is bad news for the rest of the field.
Yeah. Can we have 2-7, Peter? Can we have 2-7?
I think the only bet there is talking to the most 180s.
Okay, 40 most 180s. Yeah, we like that. Lewis is our last game of the evening. Of course, these players we've already played. Lewis is 130, 4-1 the draw, 8-15 the green machine. Remember a few years ago, this is the head-to-head between these two with fantastic matches in the match play. The MVG is street clear a little bit lately, but it's 130 Lewis. Can I talk you into it? Because I'm doing an exhibition next week with Adrian Lewis on Friday and Saturday.
Well, I don't actually feel either of the players actually perform well when they play twice. And I just think Michael Van Gerwen will edge that.
Right. Okay.
Well, I'd like to disagree on that. I think the value is 4-1 the draw.
4-1 the draw.
Rat-tat-tat.
Don't worry about value. I'm going for the winner.
You're going for the winner. Right. Okay. And one last thing. This is the outright winner. Obviously, you've got to be in the final four come the end of the league. MVG 8-11. Taylor is 3-1. He's clear at the top. Gary 5-1 and Lewis 9-1. Where would your pound coin go, Steve?
I'd go with Garrett 5-1. Been there, done it.
Garrett 5-1. Like it.
Steve's looking for odds there. MVG, obviously, because of the averages that he's been having, which is why he's clearly favourite. But unfortunately, I've got to go for my old pal, Phil Taylor. I think it's fantastic odds there still.
Okay, so outright 3-1 your buddy, Mr. Taylor. 5-1 for Gary. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us on this week's Behind the Bar. We'll be watching Thursday to see how your punts get on. Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week on more Behind the Bar, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship.